Actually, no, you guys don't get a full intro because this is a real mini episode.
Yeah, we're doing a little special.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get you with the full intro here.
Hell yeah.
We actually just wanted to jump on real quick and talk a little bit about the trailers that are coming out or that just came out.
We've taken a couple weeks off of Marvel. Yeah. We're coming at you soon with Watchmen, but we wanted to do a little Marvel touch.
Yeah, so Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and the Eternals trailer or teaser have dropped since we talked. We talked a little bit. We mentioned Shang-Chi right before we stopped doing the Marvel shows. So we're just going to quickly talk about what we think about these things.
Important to note that I usually don't watch trailers for movies I'm going to see, and I am always going to see the Marvel movies because that's what we do here. We talk about Marvel. However, since I did watch the Eternals trailer, I watched the Shang-Chi one too, and I figured we'd talk about both of them. So here we go.
Okay, so what do you think about Shang-Chi?
Let's start off with Shang-Chi first.
Yeah.
All right.
You looking forward to it?
When I first heard of Shang-Chi, I was not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Because you just hadn't heard of the proproperty, or you thought there was going to be something stupid?
Somewhat more over Marvel.
You're so funny because we were watching Marvel just recently, and you're just like, I think I might love Marvel, and now you're like, I think I'm over Marvel.
I mean, I had like 20 weeks of it or whatever.
You're a liar, is what you are.
So I watched the trailer. Truth be told, on the table, I just watched the trailer today. Mm-hmm. Looks amazing to me.
Yeah, looks fun.
First of all, and you know what? I'm so foolish for even thinking that I wouldn't love this. You know what I absolutely love that we don't talk about on this thing often?
What?
Kung Fu movies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love Kung Fu movies.
I was going to say Wu-Tang Clan.
I mean, that goes... Anyone who knows me knows I absolutely adore the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. And the only thing missing from this movie is a Wu-Tang Clan song. But
to be honest, if they would have hit you with a Wu-Tang Clan song,
it'd have been over with. So here's the thing. I feel as though it is an awesome blend to me from the preview. This is only from the trailer.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be somewhat Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
A little bit, yeah.
And also modern day, like, kung fu crime story kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Love the dude. We didn't see the rings, but clearly the dude who's going to be the Mandarin looks awesome. Obviously Asian this time. Love it. Yeah. I also will love if they shit on Ben Kingsley somehow in the movie.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
For sure. Someone try to steal me, whatever. If they give like a lip service to it, I think it looks amazing. I love everything I saw in the trailer looked really cool to me. The kung fu action looked really cool to me. Looks like it's going to be epic. What do you think?
Yeah, I have a very similar feel to it. It looks like they're going to take a heavy inspiration from that area, maybe's mythology, which I'm always down for.
We need more China, bro. Dude, you know what? I want to point this out here. If you are some American weirdo fucker who hates China, stop listening to our podcast. Me and Antonio, we like China for the most part, or at least we like the myth. We don't like the government of China, but then again, we don't like the government of the United States. We are people who don't like governments.
I'm a big anti-fascist, anti-authoritarian.
I will put that on this, but I want to point out that I love Chinese mythology and Chinese history,
culture,
and I
all that.
hate that because we have this weird antagonism for China right now. Dude, we're not allowed video games and things like that deal with Chinese mythology we do with Japanese.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly think that cultural mythologies might be my favorite thing about the human race.
Sure,
the stories we make, whether they're modern or ancient, to me are beautiful. There's some of the coolest things that humans do. Yeah. And so to see this cultural mythology, this cool stuff brought to the big screen, I love. I love a lot of the stuff that I saw in this trailer, and I'm really excited to see more of it.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a Marvel property, especially because there's an enormous budget behind it. I like some of the actors that are in it right off the bat. I love me some Awkwafina. I don't know why, but I just dig her vibe. And so
who is that?
She's at the end of the trailer.
Okay.
And so I'm really excited to see this because, one, I'm excited for most Marvel movies, and two, this looks like a fucking blast. It just looks like more fun Marvel. So I'm down.
Cool. So then also after that we have in November, I believe, the Eternals coming.
In November, the Eternals.
And so we'll be almost back to back with that. I mean, no, September and then November. So we'll have a month in between to talk some good horror shit. But
I'm already not looking forward to that.
I already got things lined up for that. So
because one of the things that I kind of want to do is that apart from our regular Halloween episodes, I do want to do a modern horror special for every Halloween,
just like last year. Yep.
And I've been dreading it since I saw Hereditary last year, because immediately I was just like, I have to do this again next year. Like that was scary to me.
Yeah, boy. Boy. I got some good ones coming. But so Eternals dropped just recently, actually this week. So for sure. What did you think of Eternals?
So to me, Eternals hits a lot of things that I really love.
Okay.
Before Ancient Aliens debuted on the History Channel, I was already into Ancient Aliens. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not into it now, but I was 17 years old when I read a book called The 12th Planet by Zecharia Sitchin, which is specifically about ancient astronaut theory. And it obviously, most of that mythology comes from a lot of Mesopotamian, Sumerian specifically, like these ideas that gods came down from heaven, but really they were aliens with super advanced technology, and they gifted technology to humans. And there's a lot of mythology that kind of coincides with this, and it's a story told a million times in every culture. And so there was just something about that. Like I said, cultural mythologies to me are some of the coolest things. And dude, I love me some like ancient astronaut mythology. Like obviously to me now it's just a cool story, like I don't put much stake in it,
right? But
like, we're watching now a Marvel movie that hits those like loves of mine seemingly perfectly. Like you've got these hyper advanced aliens that are coming down that like gift early man technology and kind of like watch over him and stuff. And the visuals that they showed in this, like these like the way that they're using their powers and watching, like, because they show Babylon, and like in its full glory.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a kid that grew up loving Sumerian, Babylonian kind of like mythologies, seeing Babylon at its prime really blew me away. Like I was like, fuck, I can't wait to watch this movie. It looks like it looks like Marvel attempting to do a kind of like really maybe highbrow kind of comic book, using a lot of like really known well actors and this kind of like pseudo ancient astronaut kind of like undertone that to me, like there's like gods on Earth. Boy, like if you were just like, describe a perfect superhero property, I would describe this. Yeah. And so I didn't know what to expect going into the Eternals. I don't know the Eternals in the comics. I hadn't seen anything for the Eternals leading up to this. So seeing the trailer and having it just be like, hey, all that shit that you liked growing up? Here's a fucking movie that kind of hits all of that. It blew me away, dude. Like, I think I've seen this trailer, I shit you not, like 10 times now. And it's just like, it's a well done trailer, But I can't remember the last time a trailer got me this hyped for a thing. And especially like the bonus on the cake, the icing in this conversation.
Rob Stark?
Is, no. I mean, the actors are what they are, like, I actually like Salma Hayek quite a bit. Angelina Jolie gives great performances. Like, listen, she is what she is a person, but I've never seen a movie where she didn't give a good performance.
Sure.
And like, Rob Stark and Jon Snow are in this.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Kit Harington?
Yeah, Kit Harington and Rob Stark are in this. Yeah.
I know Rob Stark is, but
Kumail Nanjiani, I think is a good actor too.
Guy.
Yeah, you don't like him?
I'm over him.
I like him as an actor. Okay. I've never seen a thing where he disappointed me in the role that he played. And so like, there's just a bunch of good actors in a movie that like is just hitting all the spots that I like in mythology and storytelling and world building. Sure. And it's a part of a property that I really fucking love, like this property that I'm super invested in. And so like, the thing that I was going to say, the icing on the cake, is that it is a movie I didn't have any expectations for. And so I was just like, well, I hope the Eternals is good. And so now I'm super excited because I'm thinking this movie's going to be fucking awesome. And like, I had no expectations for it, So anyway, so that's what I think about this movie.
It will be, I've come to, over the last year, he's right, man. I've come to love me some Marvel. This is not one of those things that I love. This preview to me looked atrocious. And the reasons I say that, when you explained it right here, I was like, that sounds fucking awesome. Like, I loved everything you said because, like, I didn't even think of that's Babylon and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this sounds... And then I remembered, wait, no, stop. It's Disney. It's Marvel. It's Disney. Here's the thing. This looks like a movie to me. Like, someone saw the beginning of Prometheus and they saw, like, Zack Snyder's style. This looks like something Zack Snyder would try to make.
Well, I mean, he did. The music. He did make a really phenomenal 4-hour movie recently.
Not one that I've seen. So, I think Army of the Dead is only 2 hours actually. So, anyways, the music to this movie or this preview can get absolutely fucked. It reminded me of the Justice League trailer in many ways.
Okay.
Like so full of itself.
You just saw this as being super pretentious.
Yes. And
do you know anything about me?
Created by studio that doesn't know how to do anything without ham fists.
Okay.
Like, even though I liked Falcon and Winter Soldier, like, obviously I liked it. You guys listen to the everything was ham-fisted as fuck. Isaiah was ham-fisted as fuck. The dedication to the Tuskegee Airmen was ham-fisted as fuck. I liked it because those are things I like. So maybe you'll enjoy this because it's a ham-fisted...
It's going to be ham-fisted things that I like.
Right. So maybe, and like, I'm trying to think of like something that I like that...
Dude, if they refer to them as... Babylonian gods, like if like the early peoples refer to them as Babylonian gods, I will fall off my chair.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I expect this to be an absolute train wreck. I was talking to some other people who were like... An absolute
train wreck. Nothing Marvel has done has ever been an absolute train wreck. You may dislike some movies, but you don't think any of them are
the only other time they've tried to do high like a higher brow sort of thing, a high concept thing to me is WandaVision, and that ended in a disaster, a train wreck of a disaster at the end. So I have no faith that this is a studio that can do something higher end like that. The thing that they can do well is like they're really great in that Captain America Winter Soldier space right there about the government and about things like that. They've handled that very well. I think they've handled the black experience with Black Panther very well. This is not something that I feel like they can do well.
We'll see.
This is something that I feel like if this was like HBO doing it or someone like that I have faith in,
dude,
I would have.
If this was gonna be like take the Marvel element out of it, but leave me like the Eternal Gods kind of thing, influencing early man, and this was gonna be an HBO miniseries, I'd have a countdown clock on my phone.
So would I.
Yeah, like I would too. Like, oh my god,
because they can do no wrong to me.
Sure.
Whereas Marvel has done.
Well, you have more
wrong.
faith that they're going to
do it, right? Of course, right?
Because there's some stuff like there was that show that was based on the Golden Compass, something.
His Dark Journeys or whatever?
His Dark Materium or something like that. Where I watched it and I was trying to muscle
my old lady
it.
loves it.
Really?
She watched both seasons like over the course of like a month. Yeah. She loves it.
Interesting.
She's trying to get me into it. I haven't watched it yet.
Maybe I'll give it a second shot. I was watching it when Plot was coming out and I was way into Plot.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's always going to be
very
one
different
of those
tone.
Things. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Where it's that. That's like when I think if I remember correctly, like
The Others was coming out or whatever.
The last season of The Outsider, you mean?
The Outsider, yeah.
The last season of Game of Thrones was on at the same time as Chernobyl. And it was just like that.
That made the last season
to
of
the
Game of
shittiness of Game of Thrones.
Extra bad.
Right, exactly. Because you did something that was one of the greatest things ever on HBO at the same time as a train wreck. So, do I think this is... Here's the thing. The reason I think this is a train wreck waiting to happen is because of how high concept they're looking to go with it. And it's not going to hit that, in my opinion.
We'll see. I hope that it does.
Yeah. I heard a nightmare, too, that like technically... Thanos is related to the Eternals, and so they might deal with Thanos again.
That they're all Titans or some shit like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, if
I saw a thing that said that like the reason that they weren't around for the Thanos situation is because while they're on Earth, they don't have memories of who they are.
Sure.
And that this movie takes place as they start to begin to remember who they are or some shit like that.
Okay.
And that they just weren't aware that they were gods or something.
Or if it was a prequel or something like that, I'd be fine with. But whatever, I don't know.
Dude, I'm just stoked for it. Yeah. Well, it just like, listen.
It's a new Marvel. So.
I have hope in Disney insofar as every time a movie comes out, I know I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm just wondering to what degree I'm going to enjoy it. I don't think that Disney's ever entirely dropped the ball. I think that WandaVision was fine until the end. I liked WandaVision.
I'm trying to think of if there's a situation where I left the theater disappointed in a Marvel movie. I'm trying to remember ones. Thor 2, absolutely. Iron Man 3, completely.
That's the one with Killian.
Yes.
And Gwyneth Paltrow becoming...
so, yeah, there's definitely been train wrecks, to me at least, because those two, off the top of my head, were really things that I was like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
It's not often.
Yeah, but you were already in your late 30s when that shit was coming
out.
No,
I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. Because I was in my mid-20s.
When what? Which one?
Like Iron Man 3 and Thor 2 and all that?
No, Iron Man 3 came out right after Avengers, and Avengers was like 92.
So you were like 30.
I was like 33 when Iron Man came out.
3,
yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
no,
32.
Okay.
So, yeah, no.
I just feel like I was much more primed to just enjoy a good action flick, whereas you were just like, this isn't The Sopranos or whatever the fuck you...
I was already watching Game of Thrones by this point. The high-end Game of Thrones.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, well, I mean, either way, I think we'll see how it goes, and either way, we'll have fun talking about it.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't yet, give us a review on one of your podcasts. Whatever you listen to podcasts on, shoot us a review on there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
If you hate this shit, fuck you.
Keep that to yourself.
Don't leave us a 1-star review, you piece of shit.
Fuck out of here.
Right. Stop listening to us. Check us out on YouTube. And also, I think Antonio has a Patreon in the work for
we're going to be launching a Patreon soon, so watch out for that if you're interested in helping us out. Keep this show
We love
growing.
doing this weekly.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this show. Like, whether or not we get any kind of support on Patreon, we're gonna keep doing the show, and we're gonna keep all of the episodes or all the
Well, here's the thing.
We're gonna keep all of the shows that we're doing already free. Like that's never gonna be behind a paywall. But we also kind of want to keep growing the show, and for that, it's really hard to do that without any kind of support.
Yeah.
And so as we grow, we're going to start doing not live shows, but we're going to start doing shows about movies that just came out.
Yes.
And we've got a couple of shows in the works as far as big, long-running series that are going to be coming up next year. And so in order to do all that, we're hoping that we can dedicate more time to it by having some kind of listener support. So if you guys are interested in seeing or listening to some stuff like that, and if you want to support us, look out for the Patreon. It's probably coming soon.
We definitely want to talk about, because we would have, if we had this up and running, we would have probably covered things like the new Mortal Kombat, Kong versus Godzilla, stuff like that. We
will be doing stuff like that soon. We're going to, one of the Patreon things that you're going to get is episodes about new movies that are coming out.
Yes.
Those will be on the Patreon.
And importantly, they'll be dropped pretty much within a week of that movie coming out.
Probably the next day.
Right.
We'll
be very
try to figure it out. And then there will also be some sign-up exclusives. There are 2 movies that we recorded before we actually successfully started doing this podcast. It was for The Lighthouse and for Joker.
Yep.
We have 2 episodes that we did when we watched those movies the years that they came out. And so those you'll be able to listen to, which will be fun. The Lost RoboCop episode will be on there. And then we'll probably launch it with a new movie that week. So there will be some sign-up exclusives too for that. That'll be fun.
So we're going to have Watchmen coming at you pretty soon here. Now that's going to cover... We'll probably quickly talk over the original Watchmen shit, and then we'll be diving into
because we're going to talk about... I thought our Watchmen episode is all of it.
Yes, we're going to talk about all the Watchmen. Specifically, just so you guys know, we're not going to be covering Watchmen on a weekly basis or anything like that.
No. It's going
to probably be an hour and a half to 2 hour show discussing everything Watchmen and how we feel about
We're going to talk about the comic, we're going to talk about the show, we're going to talk about the movie.
Yes. So.
All right, guys. Well, see you next time. We'll see you. Bye.
Out.